go, guys. Intro music.
So we know it's like we're organically starting now. So we're actually
Okay.
talking.
Oh, okay, cool.
They're gonna find out that we're talking about things.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Thanks for bringing the dog.
Oh, of course. She's my prop. I feel like she really adds to my brand.
She really does. Yeah. You should always have her with
I
you.
should.
I don't want to say that she's like the best looking dog in comedy, but she is.
She is.
Clearly.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Blair
that's
could
my
do-
dream dog.
Yeah.
I want Blair so bad.
I know.
What's up, Josh Macuga Show fans? Back here for another episode. My guest tonight, the lovely Justine Marino. You guys know her from our Three's Too Much days.
Yes.
The greatest podcast in the history of the world for 2 straight years. Literally rated every year by iTunes.
Yep.
Steve Jobs, before he died,
Before he died,
called your cell phone.
called me and was like,
Whoa.
"Whoa, this is the greatest."
Woo.
D's nuts joke, groundbreaking, legendary.
Let me tell you, if you guys want to listen to a podcast where the main host chews gum the entire time, she's got it. It's right there. She never doesn't have gum. She's like a magician with a wand, but the wand is gum. We haven't, I mean, since the Three's Too Much days. When the collapse of the show started with Mark Ellis saying he needed naps.
Oh, I know. He
And
said
he-
he needed naps, and Josh and I were like, "Okay, cool. I guess we can figure this
Right.
out."
And then we couldn't really do a show called Three's Too Much anymore without 3 people.
Yeah, so then we were like, "Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
This was a great run."
We had a 2-year run that nobody paid us for.
Right. But
And,
here's the thing: is like
go.
we got in on the ground level, kind of,
did.
right?
Yeah.
Like it was when podcasts were just starting.
Mm-hmm.
Like we really did it. So now, whenever anyone's like, "You should do a podcast," I'm like, "Been there,
Done it.
done it."
Yeah.
Jeff, don't need
we
to.
We had like that unbelievable run of, we talked about nothing for an hour.
Yeah.
And
An hour of hardcore fluff. That
hour-
was our
that was our
tagline.
slogan. I
That was our
totally
slogan,
forgot
yeah.
it. Mostly the fluff was more of a play on words because at that point you were severely addicted to sugar. And the fluff was the marshmallow fluff.
Yes.
That you were like putting in water bottles.
Yep, exactly.
And
Just
be like,
like
oh no, this
mainlining.
is, it's like a protein shake. I was like, I think it's just fluff.
I think it's just sugar.
Yeah.
Literally.
Guys were sending, like fans were sending you
I was thinking
cookie
about that.
butter.
I was going through an old box of something and I found a note from a fan and
Yeah.
it was like cookie butter or some.
It was a crap ton of cookie butter and then like chocolate bars. And then
Yeah.
after the show, we were taking the chocolate bars and dipping it in cookie butter
Yeah.
as I was drinking Jack Daniels.
Yeah,
It was
I
like
mean,
Jack
that's-
Daniels, cookie butter, chocolate.
We
We had a
all-
really healthy lifestyle.
We did. We were all
Yeah.
really living our best
Yeah.
lives back then. Wait, I think we should also let the fans know because the tattoo was always a point
A
of like,
something.
will she or won't she? I did get the "You Got It, Dude" tattoo
In French.
In French.
In French.
So that was a really long.
Which is crazy though, because if you were to go see an episode of Full House in France, they would have said "Voulez-vous un mec?"
They would.
What is it again?
Vous l'avez mec.
Voulez-vous mec? Which is "You got it, dude" in French.
But also, we were so ahead of the times because, like, Fuller House is back now.
It's back.
We were so ahead of our time.
If we would have been doing that podcast when they announced Fuller House's return,
Yeah,
it would have been the biggest
It would have
podcast
been the biggest.
in the history of iTunes.
so big.
F. Joe Rogan, F. Mark Maron. It would have been Three's Too Much
It would have been.
as a pod. Yeah,
Those were the days.
they really were.
We had some great times.
And we stopped doing that. We stopped doing the podcast, and a week later, the whole podcast network shut down.
It did. So they.
So
really,
we wouldn't even had a show. We got out at the ground level.
Yeah.
We were done.
And then,
Yeah.
well, because they like booked some big radio job, right?
Yeah.
They're like, cool, we're gonna go make money. Bye.
We're out. Yeah, but you can still listen to old episodes of Three Too Much. It's
Can
still there.
you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm an egomaniac. I'm gonna listen.
It was. I remember getting like texts during the show.
Oh.
It's an apartment talk show.
They're like,
we live
"Please."
next door to a fire station.
They're like, please don't make her ego any bigger.
I remember getting texts during the show from Christian Harloff, and he was like, "Tell Justine to take the gum out of her mouth." I was like, "No, that's part of the show."
Yeah, that's part of my
Her
charm.
clicking of the gum is the show.
It's part of the charm,
It
for sure.
really is.
You know what's so funny is that even for my pilot, which of course
Yeah.
you were so sweet and stepped in and helped with.
I'd like to think that I was like the 5th best person in that pilot.
You were. You really
6th
were.
best, 7th best person in that pilot.
I have to say, your part where you're doing the, the water
Yeah.
blanket bit. It's
Yeah.
hard to explain, but just imagine
Just,
Josh and another man holding a blanket.
Like it's
pretending
water.
Like it's water. You are laughing your ass off, and John McKay, who he was doing it with, is like stone cold, so serious.
I didn't know what I was supposed. Nobody told me what my facial expression was supposed to be.
So Josh is just like jolly.
I'm a jolly man.
And then the other guy's like angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like
We were walking when we were holding Becky Robinson as we were carrying
Oh,
her
I
up.
forgot you had to carry.
I had to carry her up as Taylor Swift. John McKay says to me, he's like, we're supposed to be serious. I was like, are you effing kidding me? She's throwing hay in the air, and it's sticking in my hair. Clearly, the seriousness of this all is out the window.
Also, she's on a mini rocking horse at this point.
As Taylor Swift.
But like circa 05
And then all of a
Taylor
sudden,
Swift.
so first of all, we should say that Justine, which is
yeah,
amazing, has her own show coming up on E!
Yes.
Stand Up to the Streets.
There-
Do we know what it's going to look like yet? Do we know much? Are you allowed to say anything? No.
I'm not allowed to say too much. The working title now is The Funny Dance Show. Because everyone's like, they won't get this Step Up to the Streets reference, which of course all my Three's Too Much fans would for sure get that reference.
It's the greatest sequel to a dance movie ever.
Yeah, so we're still figuring out the title, but it's a funny dance show, and it's going to be pretty similar to the live show, which is just, it's comedians dance battling.
Yeah.
We're retooling a little bit of the format, but I can't say too much.
Okay.
But we've got a lot of fun stuff in store, and it's going to be on E!
I have a text save that says you'll make it on the series. So who am I carrying on the stage in the series? Because clearly I'm not dancing. Because I will say this, and I'm not going to brag about it, but I was told on a booze cruise in Chicago a little while back that via my dancing on a dance floor, I may have solved race relations between black and white people. More than any politician in the last 10 years.
I feel like
Just
that's
saying.
the plot of every dance movie.
Correct.
So it would really be perfect for the show.
Just saying. Do I have to dance audition? What do I have to do?
You know, you're on our list of talent.
Oh.
But if not, you will be carrying Becky Robinson.
What's going? Is that the show?
There's full on applause out there.
No, there's
People
now a
can't
show
wait.
back. You know, you were there.
Oh,
Squat Melt.
I did the show
Paul,
last week.
Can you turn off the thing?
I did that show last
I want
week.
to hear the music or not. Never mind.
Did you do the Squat Melt?
It was so fun. Brody Stevens came. I got a little stoned, and then they were like, "Do a set," and I was like, "I'm stoned," but it was really fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Was it an edible or did you smoke?
I just smoked.
Oh,
you know,
there you
J.C.
go.
Coakley. You know, you
classic.
can't. Yeah.
She's from Pittsburgh.
She's
cool.
from Pittsburgh. She
It's all
gets
good.
it.
So, the Funny Dance Show.
The Funny Dance Show.
It's coming out on
E!
But here's the thing, you know what's kind of smart about that is that if I was clicking through and I'm clicking through E and I see Keegan about the Kardashians, I'm like, eh. If I see the Funny Dance Show, I'm like, I'm gonna probably click on that.
That's kind of the thought process behind it. Again, it's not locked in,
Okay.
but you know, we want people to
Watched
immediately know what it is, and we think that with Stand Up to the Streets, it's kind of like you have to kind of be in on the joke almost.
But I was in on the joke
You were
at the ground floor.
so in on the joke. I mean, you did the second live show we ever did.
Yeah.
We should talk about that.
I would like to say that my Annie Lennox walking on broken glass.
Just gonna say, groundbreaking. Most people go.
I
for
was
hip-hop.
literally walking on broken glass.
You were.
It was pretty amazing. I think the one quote from the judge was, "Are you sure you're not gay?" Because it was a really intense dance. It was sort of like a dad that, like, his song came on at a block party and he was like, "Move out of the way, Deb."
Yeah.
That's my mom's name. My dad would be like, "Move out of the way, Deb. It's time for my dance."
Right, but
And
also
I
your
lit
song
it.
is Annie Lennox walking on broken
Yeah.
glass.
Does anybody know Annie Lennox's sexual preference? It could be anything. I think she's like a super sexual, which means she has sex with everything.
Totally, very
Right?
fluid. I think I get
Yeah.
a fluid vibe.
Fluid, totally fluid.
And then you and Jade did a duet,
We
right?
did to, I forget. But
Jade
I remember
Catapretta.
I like picked her up and then she like kicked me on accident in the face, which was totally fine.
That's so funny.
Yeah. But okay, so what you guys don't know if you're watching the show is Justine had a show at the Comedy Store in the Belly Room. And stand-ups did about 5 minutes of stand-up. And my stand-up was based solely around my wedding antics, which
was
are
good.
well known. And then you dance to a song. You have a partner and you dance with your partner. Then you dance solo. And you're battling against another team of dancers.
So I was Josh's captain.
And then we save a community center.
Yeah, because in every great dance movie,
You save a
there's a
community
community center to be saved. So the
Yes.
last round, the all-out grand finale
Right.
battle, is called the community center round.
Correct. Because you're supposed to save a community center. I mean,
I love dance movies, you guys.
okay, so we had a podcast, and then what was the impetus for this? Was it like, well, there's a rap battle show and there's a roast battle. Now there needs to be a dance battle.
Well, I think it's just I was such a fan of dance shows.
Because you talked a lot about them.
So much.
Did you ever dance like?
Not ever consistently, but I did take classes here and there, and I was a clogger back in the day. Not to brag, but I did a little bit of clogging.
Wait, is that like Dutch Irish dancing?
It's like Southern tap dancing.
Interesting.
Yeah. Then I
Didn't
got
see
out
that
of
one
that
coming.
game. Got out of that game in about third grade.
That's a tough racket.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a competitive.
Life on the clog streets
is
brutal.
It is brutal. But no, I just saw all these other people having a lot of success with just following what they really like to do. And also I was just at a point where I was like, well, why not?
Right.
You know?
Right.
And also it would be fun, and I want to learn a dance and show everyone. I want to have an excuse to learn a choreographed dance and make people watch it.
Watch my dance.
Basically.
Yeah.
And that's what the show could have been called.
I like
think
that
it's good.
title.
Watch my dance?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Gonna pitch that. But then I hit up Heidi
I get
Gieslet.
1%.
You get 1%.
Thank you.
And that's also your rate for.
I'm here?
Oh no, same. Game recognized game.
Game
Italian.
Game on game. Yeah.
That's also your rate for carrying Becky.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, then I hit up Heidi Gieslet, who's a very funny comic and.
Redhead Heidi.
Redhead Heidi. She's very funny.
Yeah.
And
you have like the more suburban dance demo
I'm like
covered.
The dance mom.
Dance mom.
And
she's like the
urban.
like she's the most redhead urban person I've ever met.
Totally. Like we did in January a dance where I was Nancy Kerrigan and she was Tanya Harding.
Smart. Right around the Olympics.
Yeah, and
Genius.
it felt really on brand, each character for both of us.
For
so,
sure.
Yeah.
You would have been, in the corner yelling why,
Yeah,
and she would have been
exactly.
dating a guy with a mustache.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
So true.
Mitch, you could grow a mustache if you want.
Mitch could grow a mustache.
Got it there. I don't see a full beard on the guy just yet, but I could see a mustache.
He gets some scruff sometimes,
Does he?
though. Mm-hmm.
Or do you keep that? Do you want clean shaven, or do you like?
I don't really care either way. I think.
I don't really like his face per se, but whatever he really wants to do.
No.
Mitch is Justine's lovely boyfriend over here. He's amazing.
Yeah, I got one. That's new from the last time. The
last time we did the show was the season finale of Between the Sheets, season 1. That was like 200 weeks ago.
It was in 2013. I had just filmed Dirty Sexy Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, with Jenny McCarthy.
Yes.
Yes.
So that
and we made 400 puns about that
Oh,
show.
I know. So funny.
And since then, you have a boyfriend long term.
I know, 4 years.
Boyfriend.
Pretty soon after that.
He's your Joffrey from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes,
he's your man butler. He's a sweet man.
He is my Joffrey.
And I got married.
I know. That's crazy.
Right?
Christian Harloff called that, though.
He did kind of call that. I hate to admit
he
that.
called it and he was like, Josh is going to be the first one to get married.
Well, it's not going to be Mark Ellis.
No, it's not. So it's
clear.
Between you and me.
It's between you and I, yeah. So is that on the docket, Mitch? Do you guys talk about that?
We've talked about it, yeah.
What's the thoughts there?
Well,
is it going to be a dance wedding? Do you have to
gonna be
dance
a
your way to
dance.
the altar?
Well, we all know it's going to be a Jurassic Park
Theme.
themed
Yeah, we've
wedding.
talked about this before.
So everyone knows that.
Culture knows.
Yep.
Yeah.
None of this Jurassic World
Yeah.
bullshit. It's a traditional wedding.
Yeah. Yeah. None of this walking up to the altar without dinosaurs and the Jurassic Park theme song.
No.
Yeah.
But then there's going to be quite a lot of dancing. And I know
I'll
many
bring 2 suits. I'll sweat through both. That's fine.
sweat through. I'm going to change into probably a bodysuit.
Yeah, smart.
A leotard
Amanda's
situation.
changing
you
into a
know?
bodysuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a leotard. And then I know so many choreographers now for my show.
Yeah.
Mitch, we're going to learn a lot of steps. So get
We
to
had
stepping,
babe,
buddy.
grab the mic. We had a choreographer, the girl that just did Pink's newest tour, choreographed our wedding dance.
Really?
Yeah.
That is so cool. What's her name?
Katie Kutry.
Oh, cool.
Or Katie Shar.
Katie
I think
Shar.
she goes by Katie Shar.
She goes
That's
by Katie Shar?
amazing.
Yeah, she did our whole thing.
What was the song?
Grande.
Ariana Grande.
Wait, which song?
I'm so into you.
I'm so into
Oh,
it.
I wish it was side to
Because
side.
I want to say like, baby, just wind me up.
Oh, yeah. No, that's
So
good.
I found we knew we didn't want to do like traditional.
Oh, yeah,
dance.
totally.
Yeah.
So
Mitch knows.
he like got this song stuck in his head and would sing it every day when it was on the radio. And so when we started talking about wedding dances, I was like, do we do Ariana Grande? Like we
Yes.
probably should. And then we contacted Katie, and she choreographed this dance, which she had to change up a little bit because Josh doesn't know how to put his arms straight because he has big arms. So a lot of like the moves that were like very kind of like pop blocky were kind of hard for him to
Yeah,
like,
I'm not really good at that.
because it was
I'm
like,
not fluid per
That's
se.
so funny.
Yeah.
but it was awesome.
I feel like it sounds like you're kind of a dancer like Heidi.
Yeah.
We're opposite. Like, all work very hard to get every move, but
Right.
she has so much swag,
Yeah.
and you're all personality on the dance
On the dance floor,
which,
yeah.
I mean, it's two
Yeah,
different
he
Again-
could have just moved, and people would not have known the difference.
yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile, I'm like, this is the step.
No,
this is
But
I
she
know,
was a
that's how
professional.
I
She was a
am.
professional dancer for a while.
Were you?
Yeah.
okay.
You gotta hold the
Like,
mic near your mouth.
I am. It's by my mouth.
Don't yell at her. She made the
Yeah.
apartment look nice.
I did not work out tonight for you.
It's true. It's true.
Um,
The apartment used to be just a
It used to
shithole.
be
The
really
worst.
crazy.
Yeah. It was just a coffee table, a couch, and movie posters.
I mean, it
That
was no
it.
Jackie Gold's bedroom,
No,
but
that's true.
that's a really inside joke.
Jackie Gold, if you've never seen a bedroom,
I used to live with her.
I've never seen a bedroom more trashed unintentionally by a human being in my life than Jackie Gold.
It's funny because Jackie was like, Justine, just never let anyone in my room. And of course, as soon as Josh comes over, I'm like, you want to see something?
Yeah. She showed me the room.
I barely cracked it, and he was like, ah!
You
like
know,
he
you know
let out
in
a
Dumb and
scream.
Dumber when Jim Carrey sees Jeff Daniels with Lauren Holly, like and he goes like,
Yeah.
that was me. I've never seen any to this day. My mind, I can still. You know when you saw the girl climb out of the TV in The Ring
Yeah.
the first time you saw that movie?
That's what it feels
That was
like,
that.
yeah.
That was the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something.
Yeah.
It really was. So do we know when the show's gonna air? Do we know?
No, I think we're going to be filming in the next few months.
Nice.
Yeah, we're in pre-production right now.
Nice.
So
Amazing.
Yeah, it's
So
really
good.
fun.
It's gonna be on E.
Really
It's
cool.
really
It's going to be on E. Yeah, it's going to be dope. I'm
it's-
so excited.
First of all, it's amazing. I'm so happy for you.
It's so crazy. It's always the things that you don't really think that much about.
Right.
You know, like
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, maybe we'll just do it once and maybe some people will come. But it was just sold out right away,
Yeah.
and every show was sold out, and then all these
Comics love
people-
being anything else than comics.
Exactly. I think we get bored of doing our own sets,
Yep.
and also it gets lonely up there. It's nice to like
Yeah.
work with
And
people.
also, people don't want to admit it, but dancing is the effing best.
It's the best.
I love to dance.
It's so
Everybody should
fun.
love to dance.
Everyone should love to dance.
Yeah.
It's really lovely,
It
whether
really
you're
is.
good or bad.
Doesn't
you know,
matter.
and people like to watch whether you're good or bad.
Whether you close the racial gap in Chicago on a booze cruise, or you get your own show on E, dancing solves problems.
We're solving the world's problems through dance.
Correct.
Oh,
Justine knows. All right, you want to play a game tonight?
yes, I do.
Let's do it. Okay, so we're talking all about dance.
We are.
You love a good dance movie.
I do.
I'm going to ask you some dance movie trivia to see how good you are.
Okay.
Because you said you love dance movies.
I do love dance movies.
There are 10 questions in here.
I'm gonna say before I'm gonna preface this with I'm much more familiar with the like the later step up like
Oh. Well,
Let's
there's
do
only
it,
two
though.
step-up questions in here. So
okay,
it's fine.
let's do it. Let's just
This
fucking
runs
do
the
it.
gamut from the
Let's-
80s to today.
I love it.
Okay, question 1.
Oh, I'm excited.
In what city does Step Up take place?
Oh no, I don't even know. Who pays attention to that?
It says it in the first line of the description of the
Can I-
movie on IMDb.
Can we change the question to what city does the Step Up series take place in?
Go ahead.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, for the first one, we were looking for Baltimore. Baltimore, Maryland. It's the hub of some podcasts these days, and also the home of Hairspray, Baltimore.
Oh, love that movie. Hairspray, one of my favorites. I know you said
It's the worst.
You're not a fan,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
agree to
anything
disagree.
musical. Okay, here we go. You're 0 for 1, but that's fine.
It's fine.
Question 2. What movie? It's a classic dance movie.
Okay.
Has the tagline. It's a classic dance movie. Think old.
'Kay.
One kid, one town, one chance.
Do I get a multiple choice?
I'll give you another hint.
Okay.
Tractor chicken.
Oh. What about, I'd like to answer another
How about
question.
the main actor's last name is a meat product, delicious with breakfast?
Oh,
Yes, there you go. Boom. One kid, one town, one chance.
I'm mostly
Which is a
looking-
terrible tagline for that movie because it'd be like one kid, one preacher, no dance or something.
yeah,
like that. Like,
totally.
that would make more sense, right?
Footloose wasn't at the forefront, so thanks for that hint.
There you go. Yeah.
Thanks for just giving that
I'm
to
gave
me.
it to you. Yeah, it's okay. All right, we're 1-1 here. Okay. Question 3. This is a Showgirls question.
Oh, I'm going to get this one.
The highest grossing NC-17 movie of all time,
And
Showgirls. I
with
know
good
my
reason.
wife is a favorite. It's a favorite of hers.
So good.
So good.
Paul
So
loves
good.
it. Mitch, huge fan.
Mitch does love it, actually.
Dad has never seen it. Oh, not a fan.
so sorry.
Cobster.
Paul Verhoeven? Yeah.
It's Paul Verhoeven.
I like Robocop.
Look, he knows the director's name. He doesn't know.
Mitch-
You see boobs in
Mitch
the movie.
did too, and Mitch was all like, I also like, and I was like, it's about the boobs, Mitch.
It's all about the boobs. It's about Elizabeth Berkley going batshit crazy in a pool, mimicking her first striptease with Kyle MacLachlan.
Totally.
Anyway. Okay, question 3. Nomi auditions for what show starring Crystal Connors? What is the name of the show that Crystal Connors stars
Wait, I know this.
in?
Is there a hint I could get?
Sure, I'll give you a hint. When you were talking about Greek mythology, they are called blank and blank. Like Zeus is a...
God.
And-
Oh, goddess.
Yes, nailed it. There you go. All right, 2 out of 3. All right, here we
I'm
go.
really killing
Okay.
it, you guys.
Question 4. Mr. Rad is the host of the first dance competitions in You Got Served. Who is the actor that plays Mr. Rad?
Ooh.
In You Got Served, the early dance competitions. He tells Omarion, he's like, yeah, I've got to do this. You're like, where's so-and-so?
I'm sorry. Did any,
He's a super famous actor, and he's also the host of Family Feud.
Oh, what's his name? I know. I keep thinking of the Kanye's on Family Feud.
Yes.
And he's like, what makes you think I'm a good kisser? And Kanye's like, lips. Steve Harvey.
There you go. Bing, bang, boom.
She got
3
got
for
it.
4. Justine.
I got there. I'm really crushing this, you guys.
Amanda, would you have gotten Goddess? Would you have gotten?
Probably not, honestly.
I knew it was something
Why do I always
like
make these
that.
The
questions
things
too
I
hard?
retain from movies are so different, though. Like, I was obsessed with watching the dance. I didn't care about
That's
the
what I
name
was
of the
just
show.
gonna
I just
say.
wanted them to see the move.
That's what I was just going to say is like all the Step Up movies, I could not think of a single piece of trivia, but I will tell you all about Moose's water dance at the end,
Yes.
All right, okay, well, I should have done that when I read the questions.
It's fine. It's fine. No, this is fun.
Blair
Oh,
was sleeping. Hey,
This is Blair. Did she get an intro?
No, this is Blair the dog. She's amazing. I've yet to be asked to dog sit, but okay. Question 5. Alex Owens is the lead in Flashdance.
Okay.
She is from what great American city? Like the best American city we have.
Pittsburgh.
Boom! Woo!
Yes!
Nailed it. Okay. Zoe Saldana made her film debut in what?
Center Stage.
Zing Zang Zong. We are
wait,
4 for 5.
But was
5
it
for
not
6.
Crossroads?
No.
Oh, I think Center Stage came first.
Okay. Just
Center
making
Stage.
sure. Just making sure.
Based on IMDb's research.
Okay.
Center Stage. Okay.
Really? I'm trying to think. No, that's probably right.
Here's an easy one. You have only 2 options. True or false?
Okay.
Kerry Washington is in Save the Last Dance.
True.
True.
Motherfucking true.
It would be a scandal if she wasn't.
Yes.
See what I did
Oh!
there? Oh, babe. Amanda watched Scandal. Okay, here we go.
I love a procedural.
Step Up 2, The Streets.
Yes.
Which is a great pun, but also a smart title of a movie, if you ask me.
Right?
What's the name of Andy's crew that she dances in?
The Mob?
No.
Oh, fuck. That's in Step Up 3. There are so many. There are like 6 Step Ups, you guys.
We're looking for, it's a number. It's 3 numbers makes up her crew. I believe it's the area code of Baltimore, maybe, or something like that. Or Atlanta, maybe?
315?
The 410.
Oh,
Or
damn.
the 410. I don't know.
The Mob
The
was-
description of Step Up to the Streets was really long, and it was like, Andy's crew is mischievous and into some real street stuff, and all she wants to do is dance and hate school. I'm like, what the hell is this movie?
Andy?
Yeah, tons of, I don't know, street
stuff.
dancing?
Dance.
Who knows?
Dancing
Okay.
in the streets.
This sexy 2012 movie had a budget of $7 million, but has made $167 million worldwide. It's a sexy dance movie. There's dancing in it.
What year?
2012. Sexy. I think sexy. Like, guys, sexy.
Oh, Magic Mike.
Boom,
Yes.
shakalaka. Did you guys know that before I gave the answer? No? Not even Mitch. Mitch is such a Magic Mike
Sexy.
fan.
It was kind of like.
Yeah, I was like, did someone fuck?
I was thinking like, I don't know, Moulin Rouge, and I was like, you got the name wrong. I don't know. When I thought sexy, I was
thinking
You should have said like manly, rugged.
I know.
Well, that would've
I
given
was
it away
thinking
straight up.
Showgirls too.
Showgirls too. Still showing them girls.
Still showing.
Okay, last question. What is the name of the seedy strip club in Showgirls?
Fuck.
I'll give you a hint. It's an animal. And
Cheetahs. Yes, I was. Full disclosure.
Nailed it.
We watched this.
Smattering of applause for all 10 of Justine's
Thank you.
questions.
Thank you. I did pretty well, you
Yeah,
guys.
it was good.
It was good.
Knowing you full well and your history with trivia, that was actually pretty
I
good.
feel like this is so true to how the
Yep.
show, the podcast was. I would be like, I know this so well,
Everything.
and then I'd be like,
10 questions, Justine. 0 for 10. Yeah. All right, here we go. Justine, we're going to do 3 minutes rapid fire
oh
questions.
yes,
Are you ready?
okay, yes.
This has been a fun episode.
Oh, it's so
flown
fun.
by. This is like old Three's Too Much.
I know. Oh, we need a reunion.
We should
show.
have. Well, there's that one guy on Twitter that begs us once a week.
I know he does. He's like,
It's the
please.
creepiest thing. He like DM'd me one time. He's like, if I sent you guys equipment, could you record an
Oh
episode?
my
I'm like,
god!
what?
If I send
No,
you equipment,
But send us the equipment.
I mean,
But yes.
Yeah, sure.
when we got to give the people what they want, you know, at some point.
This is like when Fleetwood Mac finally got together. They all did coke, they all got divorced, and then came back.
Totally.
It's the dance. It was on VH1, where they're going to show Three's Too Much on like MTV6.
Yeah.
You have to like download it. and
Yeah,
it's
you
like
have to
on
download-
a Vimeo password protected thing.
Do you ever watch MTV Classics though?
No, but it sounds amazing.
It's all like 90s videos, and it's fucking. It's like old school MTV. Anyway, everyone watch it.
Here we go.
Okay.
In
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, Justine Marino, host of Funny Dance Show and Three's Too Much.
Yes.
Do you wash your hands after the bathroom every time?
Yes. Every time. OCD.
What celeb would you like to speak at your funeral?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, that's smart. Fish or chicken?
I'm vegan.
What?
Sorry, I didn't want to tell you this like this.
Should we just end this?
I thought it would maybe
Oh,
just
God.
come up
This
organically.
is
I didn't know it would
terrible.
be such a grand reveal.
Whoa. All right.
Sorry.
2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Sorry, I had to
Mitch,
get away
what
from
the
those
fu-
sweets.
Are you vegan? How do you live like that? Anyway, I'm still
Sorry.
proud of you. I still think you're great and an amazing person. Here we go. No more meat questions, clearly. Okay. Here we're staying on this dancing. Dirty Dancing or Footloose?
Dirty Dancing.
Do you still own CDs?
Yes.
Do you still own cassettes?
No.
Do you have any VHS tapes?
Probably? No.
Hmm.
No, yes, I have a Romeo and Juliet and a Titanic. I have
Boom.
Leonardo
There you go.
VHSs.
If your best friend married your ex, would you go to the wedding?
Depends on the ex.
Ted Ritter?
I would go
Classic.
to Ted Ritter's.
There you go. All
I
right.
would go.
Have you ever watched a full episode of a soap opera?
Yes.
Is there a moment that changed your life?
In a soap opera?
No, just in general.
I guess when E picked up my series.
There you go. Bing, bang, boom. Do you moisturize?
I do.
Brendan or Brandon?
Brandon.
Brandon. There you go. Backyard or front yard?
Front yard.
What would your app be called if you had an app?
If I had an app.
Yeah.
Just teen.
Smart. Steve Urkel or Stefan Urkel?
Stefan Urkel.
Yeah, clearly. Have you ever been scared for your life?
Yeah, I rolled a car over when I was 17.
There you go. 50 seconds left.
Not a great driver.
Uncle Joey, Uncle Jesse.
Jesse.
Will
Duh.
or Grace?
Grace.
Brad or Chad?
Brad.
Oh, good call. Sabrina the Teenage Witch or Clarissa?
Clarissa.
Do you turn your phone on airplane mode when you get in a plane?
Usually usually, but I take it off before we land. Like as we're landing, I'm like,
Smart.
okay, gotta catch up on these texts
Yeah,
now.
20 seconds left. If you could tell your 16-year-old self one thing, what would it be?
Ooh.
Don't lose your virginity to the Spider-Man soundtrack.
I mean, that's pretty good. I was 17. Oh, yeah.
So 16.
So 16, yeah. That's a good one. That's good.
5
And also
seconds.
not with people passed out on a sectional couch next to you.
That's
all
true.
those. All, I
man.
would say all
We're
those
almost done. 3 more questions. Would you kill baby Hitler?
Do I know he's Hitler?
Yes.
But like, sure? Sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. 2 more. Greg or Craig?
Greg?
Greg. Let's end on Greg. Greg it is. Justine Marino, everybody.
So fun.
You're the best.
You're the best.
So
Love you,
much
buddy.
fun.
So
Great times.
fun.
All right, let's cut to the audience. You know what? We're gonna, because your significant other is here as well. Let's get some thoughts on it from Amanda, and then some thoughts from Mitch on how tonight's show went.
I thought it was a really great show. I don't really have much to critique.
Really?
I thought you were great. I like when you kind of get sweet and sentimental, like when you're congratulating her about the show. You kind of show your softer side. I think that's really sweet.
Yeah.
But I can't really tell. Like, is the shirt you're wearing white or pink?
It has pink stripes in it.
It's kind of. I don't like it.
Sounds about right.
And you did too many like Greg or Craig, Brad or Chad. Pick 2.
I was like, the joke, we get it.
Yeah, like
we've
you got
done
the
it.
laughs, but
Seemed like we got some laughs in there.
But
What,
like,
do you agree too?
yeah, maybe if it was another bit that was similarly random, you know.
also like why not women's names?
It's
Marissa and Sarah. Like they're not
Marissa
funny?
and Sarah, the classic face-off of Marissa.
It would be
versus
like, yeah.
I was gonna say Clarissa.
And
or like
Marissa.
You already did
Marissa
that.
and
All right, so I'll
Melissa.
add some more
Yeah.
female names to it. That's a good critique.
Yeah.
Thank you. Maybe I'll just like ask those names, like spread those out a little more. I was kind of running with it.
Or just take a couple
I
out.
did like it, but I was like,
So
okay.
like Mitch or Rich.
Mitch
kinda
or
the same.
Rich.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sarah or Farah.
Love that.
Yeah, I guess you.
Yes or Tess?
Oh.
How is that
Paul.
different from Sarah and Farah?
Clearly better.
It's way better. Yeah. All right, let's get some thoughts from Mitch. Thanks, Amanda. Thanks.
Mitch,
Let's get
what do
some
you
thoughts.
think?
I had a blast. This
Oh.
was great. I don't know if you know this, but I don't think it came up. But Justine and I were long distance for like 2 years.
Uh-huh.
So I actually listened to a couple episodes of Three's Too Much at work after we met, including the the Dicks to Crush in Denver When You're Dead episode, which was about me.
There was a crushing dick in Denver episode.
So big
That
fan
was a
since day
running
one.
theme.
Yeah.
I would come back and be like, just got back from crushing dick in Denver.
I go to Denver, I crush dick. Justine Marino.
Oh my
like,
God,
that's
who
me.
was I? That's Mitch.
They're talking about
That's
me.
my Denver dick.
Oh.
So yeah, great. And also, Josh, you were, I think, the first LA person to be nice to me. So it's a really happy to be here. So thanks.
Yeah, dude,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
showing Mitch your softer
I'm a
side.
soft guy. Yeah, I have 3 sides. It's soft, hairy, and just general.
Yeah. Just
That's a general side. Just in general. Thank you guys for watching. You guys can see
you.
Justine Marino at Justine Machine, Twitter, Instagram. Is it Justine?
Instagram, it's at Justine Machine 1.
Some idiot
Some
scam
bitch.
took the original. And you guys can see us in the wide angle from here on out. We'll see you guys next episode. Cheers. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Go to Facebook. I'm also there. Support our Patreon campaign. If you're watching the Josh Macuga Show, you're doing something right. And that something right is giving random people hugs when they don't want them.